Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is an ultimate kitchen reset video. In this video, we're going to be doing a lot of cleaning in the kitchen that needed to be done. Cleaning out the sink, doing dishes, cleaning windows, putting up the summer screens on the windows. Cabinets really needed to be wiped down, and I just needed a really good reset in here so it could be fresh and clean. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Amanda, and this is my channel, Amanda's Daily Home, where I love to share homemaking motivation videos to help you be productive and get things done. Now, let's get started with today's video. Now that I'm doing spring cleaning in full swing, I also want to deep clean my floors, and that is one of the things I dread the most, but the ECOVACS DEEBOT X8 Pro OMNI has changed everything. It has made my life so much easier. You guys know I love reviewing vacuums, and every time a new one comes out, they just become so much better, and they have the best technology. This one has a camera, I can't even believe it. I absolutely love sharing the best features of the vacuums that I find that work the best with you guys. Unlike the older robot mops, this one actively scrubs and self-washes in real time, so there's no dirty streaks, just fresh and clean floors. It is spraying from 16 nozzles, so you're getting a lot of fresh, clean water. It's powered by the Osmo Roller instant self-washing mopping technology. So that roller is self-washing constantly, so you are not cross-contaminating. You have a nice clean roller the whole time that your machine is working. And this is a massive upgrade from some of the other robot vacuums that you find with the dual disc cleaning. Those ones just rub all of the dirt around. It is getting into all of the nooks and crannies, all of the corners. It's squeezing in under the cabinets, and its ability to do that is powered by the TrueEdge 2.0 with 3D edge sensor. The roller mop, it can extend dynamically during the edge cleaning. So it gets right in there, it comes out of the base of the robot, and it extends so it gets right up against the walls. So that maximizes the coverage at the edges and the corners. And the AI-powered navigation means no getting stuck. I can even tell it exactly where to clean. So if I wanted to clean under the island, under the chairs, it'll go ahead and it'll clean in that space. So it's really cool. You can set that all up in the app. It's doing an amazing job. So it frees up my time so I can do other things while this is scrubbing my floors. Now, I don't have any carpets in my house right now, but I do plan on getting one for the living room. And this is going to work great because it's got an 18,000 PA suction power, so it's going to do a nice, good deep clean on that too. And because I have my two furry friends, the Zero Tangle roller brush, it picks up all of the pet hair without clogging or tangling into the roller brush. Once it's done, it empties, washes, and dries itself, so it's always ready to go. It's got that hot air coming out of the dryer, so it's keeping that roller brush nice and fresh. For your cleaning arsenal, the X8 Pro is a game changer, so I'll make sure I have it linked for you down below in the description box. Alright guys, before we get started with the cleaning, I just wanted to give you guys kind of a peek at what I'm looking at around here. Jeff's been getting a lot done with the house. We got our stairs finished. This box needs to head out to the other garage because it's old Halloween decorations. We don't need to see that until next fall. Here are the stairs. So you guys, the stairs look amazing. I'm so happy with how they turned out. It's a lot better than the plywood that was on here. The bathroom, this is the powder. I think I might have shown this in the last video, but just in case any of you guys missed it, I just wanted to kind of do an overview of what's done, what's not. So this is looking really nice. I'm so happy that this is out of the way because when we had company coming over, it was not a very nice bathroom for them to come into. This is still kind of like a workbench area where Jeff is working on things, but I am going to get started with the dishes. It's not too bad right now, so I just have to unload the dishwasher and load the few dishes that are in the sink, and there's a few that need to be washed as well. But I really wanted to get my diffuser going, just get that nice light fresh scent going in here. I'm just going to go ahead and use some orange essential oil, lemon essential oil, and then this other one that I have, it's kind of like a copycat of the Young Living Thieves oil. It's got that spicy scent to it. So just a mixture of those. We're going to go heavier on the citrus and just a little touch of the spicy scented oil.
yeah, you cut through the noise. I wish I knew what you were thinking of. One last drink before it's time to go home. I had my chance, but I screwed it up once more. It's been years and it still kills me. Your dynamite's pretty.
Before I plop some dishes down on the counter, I just wanted to wipe this area down because it was a little bit sticky. So we're just spraying it. I love that cleaner that I have. I can't remember what it's called, but it is available at Walmart, and it's a lavender thyme scented cleaner, and it is so light and it doesn't smell heavy like like pine sol or anything like that. And I think it is like a more like natural cleaner, so I like to use it in the kitchen because you're not using harsh chemicals.
So until next time, lost in the crowd, but yeah, you drown out the sound. I wish I knew what you were thinking about.
Even though I'm doing like a kitchen reset / deep clean, my kitchen's actually been like pretty clean the past few days. But the only thing is my cabinets were really gross and sticky with splash marks on them. The windows were all dirty, and just the sink was getting built up with dishes that I needed to clean and wash and out of the way too. So I really wanted to get all of that stuff done. I also have a pile of clutter that has gathered at the end of our counter. You can kind of see in the bottom of the screen there. It was just a whole bunch of random stuff from the kids dropping their things all over the house, and they just kind of gathered up there. So I'm going to deal with that a little later in this video. I really should have added a utensil drawer clean out in this video. Now that I look at it, like both of those little utensil trays needed to be cleaned out. We needed to vacuum in there. So I'm going to have to do that maybe in one of my upcoming videos, but this one really could have used some organizing. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't think of that at the time. I remember when I was putting the utensils away, I was like, oh my gosh, this could use a clean out, but I didn't think to myself, okay, well, maybe I will add this into the video. My main priority at that time was I needed to get all the dishes done, unload, reload, clean the sink, clean the stove area. The windows were a huge priority because I wanted to get the screens on because it's getting warmer out now and I'd like to open up the windows, but our mosquitoes are horrendous. They are huge this year. I don't know if you guys get bugs where you are, but we are up north, so we have like forests surrounding us all over the place. We get huge, nasty mosquitoes. So we really needed to make sure that those screens were on the windows if we wanted to be able to open the windows, especially in the evenings. I love it in the evenings because you get that fresh, cool breeze. We are out of town again this weekend. The spring is really busy for us with out of town hockey trips. So one of the things I was thinking was I really want to make sure this kitchen stays clean. We've got 3 days to go before we leave. Actually, now it's 2 days to go because you are seeing this. It should be Wednesday when I post this, and then we have to leave on Friday morning. So if I can just manage to keep it clean for a couple more days, at least I won't have to worry about scrambling the morning that we are leaving. I used to love strawberry shortcake when I was a kid, so I couldn't help myself. We were at Five Below and they had the water bottles like this, so I grabbed 2 of them. They were only $1. I just figured it'd be handy to have around the house. And of course the boys don't really use it because that's a girl thing, so that gets to be my own water bottle that nobody touches. And these little packs are from the ice packs. in HelloFresh, so that's what keeps your food cold when it comes in the mail or delivery. I was keeping this in the freezer, but our freezer is getting overloaded and we needed some more space. So I took these out. I have a couple more in there still. I'm pretty sure these are safe to put down the drain. I swear I remember reading that. And then after I started pouring it, I'm like, I started second guessing myself. Is this okay to pour down the drain? But I swear it said on the package. So let me know what you guys do with your extra ice packs if you get HelloFresh. I did end up canceling my HelloFresh subscription. I had a coupon, so I got it for a couple of weeks, and then I forgot to cancel it one week when I didn't want it, and it came, and I got so ticked off. I just like went in and canceled the whole thing because I just wish the app would almost like alert you and say, hey, you've got an upcoming order, confirm if you want it or not, but it just ships out anyway. So I ended up with all this food that I had to cook, which is handy, but at the same time, I really didn't need it that week.
Should I go, or should I leave this on? Because lately I've been getting this feeling that you might like me too, and just maybe I could.
Dishes were nice and quick today, I feel like, for this video. I feel like most of the time when I'm filming kitchen stuff for you guys, I have piles and piles of dishes. So it was nice that it wasn't like overwhelming today because I could concentrate on cleaning other things that needed to be done. So I'm just putting away these few dishes that I washed by hand, and then I can go ahead and do the other things I wanted to do, like clean the windows and cabinets and stuff.
You're coming closer, I can feel it, and I don't know what to do. Oh, baby, what to do? What should I do? Lady, I'm never this shy. Wanna try to getting close to you. Just give me a sign. Tell me what I should do.
All right, so you can see the splash marks on the windows, especially all around the kitchen sink. Sometimes when I'm hard at work washing dishes, it will splash up at the window. So I wanted to make sure that these were nice and clear before I put the screens on. I'm using the foam window cleaner. First, I'm going over the windows with a microfiber cloth just to actually like wash all of the dirt and grime away. Then I'm going to go over the windows again with newspaper because newspaper actually removes the streaks. The microfiber cloth didn't do that. I still had some streakiness, but it did a good job cleaning it because when you start using that newspaper, it's going to start to crumble and fall apart if you start rubbing too much. So you just kind of use that as your streak remover. Oh, and you guys, I almost forgot to show you the light that is like right behind my head on the screen. I wanted to film the installation, but it was late at night, the night before I filmed this, and Jeff just all of a sudden opened the box and installed the light. And I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just show everybody what the light looks like when it's actually installed. So Home Depot had an unbelievable clearance sale on like a ton of their lighting, and that light was like $30. I was like, okay, this is coming home with me because I still needed something for this space and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to put there, but I think this goes perfect here. It's a really large pendant, but it matches my kitchen perfectly, and it's like a glass bulb, and I just love it. I don't know. It was meant to be because there was another one that was a black and white one, but I think I like this one. But anyways, if you need lighting, check your local Home Depot because it was not on sale on the website. So I have no idea why there was a clearance sale at our local place. So local people, if you're looking for lighting, they might still have a bunch of stuff there.
So you don't wanna be with me.
And we've been really loving our pergola that is outside here. I actually filmed an installation video of the pergola, so I will be adding that into one of my upcoming videos. We did put it up last fall, but it snowed like right after I put it up, so I didn't get to actually do an in-depth video about it. So I will be sharing all the details on that in one of the next videos, hopefully the next one, but I've got a lot of stuff that I've already filmed and I'm working on editing. So I've been on a roll lately, but we're going out of town again this weekend, and every time I go out of town I feel like I fall behind and it just takes me forever to get caught up on my videos and editing and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully I'll just have a lot of content to take with me so that I don't fall off track again. Now we're going to go ahead and use the newspapers to remove all the streaks. They look pretty clean from here, but when you look closely you can see some of those streaks, and I want those all gone before I throw those screens on here.
I'm fed up with your lies, so don't come closer. You know you hurt me bad and I have scars. I need some time to heal, so don't come over. Don't even bother calling, just get lost. I'm fine on my own, so don't even bother to come back, 'cause I am done. I'm fine on my own, and boy, your pretty little lies are getting old.
We actually had a few days of like amazing, warm, sunny weather, which is unusual for this time of year where we live. I think that the next few coming days, it's going to cool off a lot, but we had an amazing spring so far, I would say. So I'm not looking forward to the next week or two. The forecast doesn't look that great. We literally got spoiled. I'm just hoping that it's wrong and it turns around and it gets really nice and warm out. So how's it been where you guys live? Have you guys had a great spring, or is it like a delayed spring? I'm just happy we have this like sun and warmth, because we get blasted with snow and cloudy skies for most of the winter. So it's a really nice change.
Don't come closer. You know you hurt me bad and I have scars. I need some time to heal.
All right, so the windows are shiny and clean. The exterior probably could use a wipe down. So the side that it, like the windows that are under the pergola, I could clean from the outside, but that other window, see, these are the screens I have to throw on, but the other window by the kitchen sink, there is no deck there and it's quite high up. So I would have to get a ladder to clean that window. So I'm going to have to get Jeff to help me, but right now that's not top priority. I'll get to it at some point. We have a lot of other things to get done around the house first, and it's not too bad, so we're just going to have to leave it for now. I did clean these screens outside with a hose in the fall time. I do remember filming that in one of my videos. I took the hose and a scrub brush and I cleaned the screens, but these were stored in the basement, so there was a little bit of dustiness on them. Not too bad, but I did notice that the white frames were kind of dirty, so I took a cloth and I wiped those down too. So that way it's all just nice and clean when I'm putting it up onto the window, and we still have a clear view for the summer, because I remember at the end of last summer we had like all sorts of little fuzzies. I don't know if you guys get them where you live, but the dandelions, when they I guess when they get to the end of their life cycle, they release those little fuzzies, and I don't know if it's at the end of their life cycle or when it is, but anyway, they release those fuzzies and they fly all over the place and they get caught in the window screens. So I wanted to make sure I had these all clean for the beginning of this summer. Okay, windows are all done. I'm going to move on to the cabinets. These cabinets right here were looking awful. I should have given you guys a close-up shot before I sprayed them and wiped them down, but there was splatter marks from like juice, the dishwasher, everything. One thing I did forget to do, I remembered afterwards in this video, is wash the kick plates of the cabinets, because it's hard to see from up above when you're standing, but when you get down low, you can see that they're quite dirty. Like if anytime you spill something and it splashes, it gets up in those kick plates and you can't really see it. So I have to go ahead and wipe those all down too, because I noticed that afterwards. A lot of people like to keep a bucket of water with them when they're like wiping down cabinets and whatnot, but I actually like to just go to the sink and rinse my cloth in fresh water, so that way I'm not using dirty water to re-wipe the cabinets, especially because we have Charlotte and Moo, our cats. I want to make sure I'm not like smearing around any cat fuzzies or anything like that. That's one thing that I like about having a robot vacuum. I just run it all the time and it'll go in the background. It'll just keep that pet dander on the down low, so that way it's not piling up and waiting for me to vacuum myself every time. You know, like sometimes I get busy and I don't have time to grab the vacuum and go through the house, but that robot will go through and it'll run even when I'm not at home. So it's really handy for keeping the pet hair down. The microwave here probably could use a good clean out on the inside, but the outside was quite sticky and yucky looking. Again, I really wanted to get the KitchenAid built in for here, but I just don't feel like spending that much money on a microwave right now when this one works perfectly fine. So we're just gonna keep leaving it for now. Maybe when the kids are done hockey at some point and I don't have to pay so much for hockey sticks, then we can invest in a better microwave. Okay, now this thing, you guys, this has not been wiped down in quite some time. I would say since like Christmas when I had those little village houses on here. So it was looking pretty dusty, especially with Jeff doing some trim work and paint in here and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, the dust is piling up. So it really needed a good wipe down. So once I was done wiping it, I took a look at the cloth and I was like, oh my God, there's like so much dirt and filth on here. So this looks so much better, nice and fresh and clean over here. The windows are nice and clean. Cabinets are nice and clean. We got a lot of dander cleaned up. As you can see, there's a couple little spots here that just kind of piled up that the cloth missed. So I'm just grabbing those pieces and getting rid of those. So I did end up taking a short break between the last clip and this one to feed the kids dinner, and they also had a hockey game. So I think about 2.5 hours has passed and I really wanted to get this done today. So I made sure to tackle this little clutter area before the end of the night. I did film the whole time, but I was like, oh my gosh, people aren't going to want to sit here and watch me put away every single tiny little knickknack that's over here. So I just like sped through it and then skipped through a couple spots. But if you have a cluttered area that you want to get cleaned up, you've got your motivation right here, because I did not feel like doing this whatsoever. This little pile has been sitting here for probably like 2-3 weeks maybe, and it was driving me crazy, and I kept like moving it around, like towards the window, to the edge, away from the window, and I was like, what am I doing? I just keep like moving it around to like consolidate it to make it look better, but it's nice to have it gone once and for all. And it's all like random stuff: hockey cards, helmet stickers, little like toys, pens, pencils that are like down to the eraser, just all sorts of weird kids stuff. Like, why do you keep a pencil that is down to the eraser? But they love it. I don't know. It's just really, it's weird. Little hockey programs from their tournaments and just all sorts of random things. So I had to sort through all of that stuff, get it out of here, wipe it down. Those tiles that are sitting there, we are considering doing our backsplash in those, so that's why they are laid out there like that. We're just trying to decide if we're going to go ahead with it or not. I think I like those. We're going to see what Jeff has time for right now. We're straightening up the last couple things that are here and getting them out of the way. The kitchen is finally looking nice and fresh and clean. It does feel like I've reset it. I've got my little ECOVACS machine we're going to turn on in a minute so it can do the floor cleaning and I can head upstairs and actually start folding some laundry. But yeah, in this video I wanted to mainly focus on the kitchen. Obviously the area right here is, you know, I can't really touch that right now. Most of that stuff is Jeff's work stuff. He will deal with that because he's still putting the trim on the main floor. But this is the kitchen, nice and fresh and clean. It is ready for our summer. Can't wait to crank those windows open on the breezy summer evenings. I actually looked out the window when I was filming this last clip and I saw that the sunset was beautiful. So I put the camera down and I opened up all the blinds and turned the lights down a bit so we could enjoy the sunset. We get the most beautiful summer sunsets from this kitchen. So it was just nice to have it clean and calm in here with the beautiful views outside the window. But that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you got a ton of motivation. Please make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment, make sure you guys hit that little notification bell so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Bye!